Hello, Oak Ridge family and friends. This is David here, and today we have the Fore family, and I have asked them to share a little bit about what points them to Christ as they wait for His coming.
Thank you, David. This is Sharla, and I'd like to talk about how Christmas with family as I was growing up has influenced how I look forward to Christmas now as a parent and as a grandparent. When I was growing up, Christmas was all about family. We didn't have a lot of money when I was growing up, so more than looking forward to present was looking forward to being together with family. On Christmas Eve, we would go to my dad's parents' house and get to be with his brothers and sisters and their families, and of course my cousins, which was really a good time for all. On Christmas Day, my mom's side of the family would get together back in Lubbock, and I had two uncles that lived there, and so sometimes it would be at our house or at one of my uncles. When we got together with my mom's side of the family, you never really knew exactly what was going to happen, but it was always a good time. Sometimes we would play 42 and play other games or watch a cowboy game if it was on at that time. My Papa lived to be 92, and I remember him coming and playing 42 even after I was married, and that's a special memory. The really big thing that I remember was that Christmas meant being with family and sharing the love of family, and that was really at the heart of Christmas. And even now, I look forward to being with family and getting to love on my family. It's a blessing that comes from family being together that is still something I love and look forward to.
I'll continue from what Sharla has just said. When I came on the scene as part of that family, I was overwhelmed by the number of people that could fit in a 1,200 square foot house. Sometimes it'd be 30 or 40, and it was crowded. At night, the kids were sleeping on the floor, and it was just a chaotic place for me. But I found my way to really enjoy it, and that was that Charlotte's mom didn't like to cook. And I like to cook, but her mom loved to clean. So we struck a deal very early that I would cook the big meals for the family that was there, big meals, 30, 40 people, and I could make as big a mess in the kitchen as I wanted, and she was just tickled to death to come in later and clean it up. And we seemed to always enjoy the food. We had plenty. Of course, a lot of the family brought food, and it gave me a special time to be in the kitchen. They were in there playing games and watching football and laughing, and I got to hear and got to know people by listening to the stories they told from the kitchen. And so it just really was a wonderful experience for me. It's something that's influenced me. It opened me up to family that I really didn't have growing up, that kind of intimacy with a family. And it was a very, very, very wonderful memory. It still is a wonderful memory.
Oh, it's very neat how family comes together for the holidays, and how that's like a little example of a much bigger family that we have.
I'm reading Isaiah 30, 19 through 26 in the easy-to-read version. You people who live in Jerusalem on Mount Zion will not continue crying. The Lord will hear your crying, and He will comfort you. When He hears you, He will help you. The Lord might give you sorrow and pain like the bread and water you eat every day, but God is your teacher, and He will not continue to hide from you. You will see your teacher with your own eyes. If you wander from the right path, either to the right or to the left, you will hear a voice behind you saying, "You should go this way. Here is the right way." Then you will take your idols covered with gold and silver and make them unfit to be used again. You will throw them away like filthy rags and say, "Go away." At that time the Lord will send you rain. You will plant seeds, and the ground will grow food for you. You will have a very large harvest. You will have plenty of food in the fields for your animals. There will be large fields for your sheep. Your cattle and donkeys will have all the food they need. There will be much food. You will have to use shovels and pitchforks to spread all the food for your animals to eat. Every mountain and hill will have streams filled with water. These things will happen after many people are killed and the enemy's towers are pulled down. At that time, the light from the moon will be as bright as the sun, and the light from the sun will be 7 times brighter than it is now. One day of sunlight will be like a whole week's worth. This will happen when the Lord bandages His broken people and heals the hurts from their beatings.
I'm reading from the ERV version, Acts chapter 13, verses 13 through 25. Paul and the people with him sailed away from Paphos. They came to Perga, a city in Pamphylia. There John Mark left them and returned to Jerusalem. They continued their trip from Perga and went to Antioch, a city near Pisidia. On the Sabbath day, they went into the Jewish synagogue and sat down. The law of Moses and the writings of the prophets were read. Then the leaders of the synagogue sent a message to Paul and Barnabas. Brothers, if you have something to say that will help the people here, please speak. Paul stood up, raised his hand to get their attention, and said, People of Israel, and all you others who worship the true God, please listen to me. The God of Israel chose our ancestors, and during the time our people lived in Egypt as foreigners, he made them great. Then he brought them out of that country with great power, and he was patient with them for 40 years in the desert. God destroyed 7 nations in the land of Canaan and gave their land to his people. All this happened in about 450 years. After this, God gave our people judges until the time of Samuel the prophet. Then the people asked for a king. God gave them Saul, the son of Kish. Saul was from the tribe of Benjamin. He was king for 40 years. After God took Saul away, God made David their king. This is what God said about David. David, the son of Jesse, is the kind of person who does what pleases me. He will do everything I want him to do. As he promised, God has brought one of David's descendants to Israel to be their Savior. That descendant is Jesus. Before he came, John told all the people of Israel what they should do. He told them to be baptized to show they wanted to change their lives. When John was finishing his work, he said, Who do you think I am? I am not the Messiah. He is coming later, and I am not worthy to be the slave who unties his sandals.
May the reading of God's words bless you richly. Grace and peace, Oak Ridge.